gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, baby, and dress you. Open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so. All you gotta do.
Hi. Whoa. Whoa. Relax. I know I look like this. It's okay. Today was an off day. Let's take it back from the beginning because I don't like how you came in here judging me. Hi, hello, and how do you do? Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Not Tea. Now, as y'all know, when y'all usually see me, I look good, I look done up. Even if it ain't all that, I look like something. Now, I know I said in the first episode when it went visual, that I was going to always do something to myself to make sure I don't look like nothing. Y'all, I'm going through a lot. I'm going to be transparent. I got a lot going on in my personal life, and at least I'm showing up. And I feel like I'm okay with that. It may not look the best, but I'm showing up, and that's what consistency is. Consistency is when you don't always want to do it, but you do it. Even if it's not 100%, you may sometimes give 50, 40, 30, but you're showing up to do the thing. So I'm going to show up and do the thing looking like my little 30, okay? Clock that. But anyway, y'all, so this week has been a week. I feel like I'm not necessarily ready to go into what's been bothering me lately, but I will. One of these episodes coming up, I will talk more about it, and I feel like that'll be something that maybe my struggles and what I got going on can somehow help somebody else. So I will talk about it. But y'all, I actually have a sermon that I've been watching, and I'm gonna always take a piece of that sermon and bring it to the episode because maybe it can help somebody just like it helped me. God is in control. Amen. Amen. God is in control, y'all. And the thing is, I feel like we all go through things where it's like our faith is tested. And if you always believe that God is in control, no matter what the situation is, no matter what you're going through, it's going to be all right. The Bible said you have to have the faith as small as a mustard seed, and you will be fine. So my faith is bigger than a mustard seed, of course, but it's just, I feel like it's at the point right now where it's being tested. But it's okay because my God is in control. And I'm going to leave it with that. I'm going to leave y'all with that right there because I just feel like if you believe it, you will achieve it. God is in control. No matter the circumstance, no matter what you got going on, no matter how bad it may hurt, no matter how stressed it may have you sometimes, God is in control. And that right there, that's all I'm going to leave y'all with today. But we're going to go ahead and hop into today's episode. So, we're going to talk about Mario. As y'all may know, Mario, he was performing at the Fresh Snow Festival, I believe. And, he rudely kicked the cameraman off stage. And before I get into it, I'm going to show the clip. Roll the clip.
Man, you gotta get the fuck off the stage, dog. Get off the stage. Oh, get the fuck off the stage, nigga. Get off the stage. Put your hands in my hands, baby. Don't.
And I'm going to stop it right there. I just believe as someone that's trying to have their own talk show one day, I would love to be a show host, a host on platforms, period. And I feel like as a celebrity, even though I'm not one yet, but I'm going to claim it. But as a celebrity, there is a way to do things. There's a type of decorum to have, couth, if you will. And I just feel like Mario, he's lost the plot because it's just like, hey, we know that you may let me love you. We understand that. How could you? I get down with Mario's music, right? But at the end of the day, You're still human. And who are you to talk to people like that? Who are you to talk to people like that? Because it was a point in time before you became famous, even though you were younger, where you was a nobody. So be humble, sir. And I know he did like do an apology. He had an apology on Instagram. I couldn't find it, but he had an apology on Instagram. And I'm just like, it's not genuine. And it's not genuine because somebody called you out on it. So that's why you feel like you have to apologize. Because, you didn't have, you already told the man to get the F off stage one time. Should have left it at that. Like, there's no need to continue to taunt the man and, God, get off stage. Arr. Arr. You didn't have to do that. And clearly he's a cameraman. He was doing his job. Relax. Relax. Unlike Lloyd, though. Lloyd, he performed as well at the Fresh Snow Festival, and I feel like he did a superb job. As a matter of fact, roll the clip.
I'ma do something I never did to you, girl. Turn you on, I'll show you I know you, girl. Tell your friends you ain't coming out tonight. Wrap your hair, girl, tie it up tonight. Yeah. Oh yeah. Dougie. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. You ready? Everybody follow.
Class act. Stand-up guy he is. And I love that he was very professional and personable with the audience. That's always something that you must maintain as a celebrity, as a entertainer. Like, who are you to just, be a bully? Like, no. So I love how Lloyd, he handled himself. And clearly the cameraman was on stage doing his job, but he stayed out of the way of Lloyd so he wouldn't have a problem. It's a way to do things. It's a way to do things. I mean, period on the swag serve. You could have missed me with that part, but you're personable, and there's nothing wrong with that. We love that. Go Lloyd. Moving on. So, JT was the headliner for Alabama State, and she went on after Jeezy. Now, I feel like she was set up. I'm going to be honest. I feel like she was set up. But before I go into that, I just want to say that she was the same person that went online 2 weeks ago and was saying how people are just not it, like she has a problem with Cardi, don't like Bia, don't like Doja Cat, don't like Santana. Clearly, like her and Santana, and I talked about this in a previous episode, they went back and forth. Clearly her and Carisha are not cool anymore. So, she's one of those people that she sticks out like a sore thumb. Like, she's gonna have that main character syndrome, even though she's not in the line. Like, she be chilling, like she be, doing her thing, not in the cameras or whatever, but it's a way to say and do things, But anyway, so they didn't boo her off stage or anything, but they literally walked out. Like, the students and everybody that went to the concert after Jeezy went on and performed and got off, they saw that it was JT. They left. They said, oh, I'm tired. I've had enough for tonight. And they left. It's so embarrassing. And from my knowledge, from my research, she hasn't said anything about it. But I feel like maybe you should. Maybe you should. But I just know the fact that you went back and forth with these people online, I know you kind of embarrassed. I just know it. I feel it in my bones. You're a little embarrassed. But it's okay. It's okay. Learn from it. Move on. Apply it, though. Apply it. And we move on. Y'all, this next topic, Almost made me fall to my knees when I found out D'Angelo passes away at the age of 51 from pancreatic cancer. Oh, I'm hurt because, and I've said this before, I feel like, God, why not Donald? Why not take away Donald? Why take away D'Angelo? And Diane Keaton? Why not take away Donald? We want that D going, not Diane, not D'Angelo, but Donald. I'm not questioning my Lord and Savior, but you can take him out. Clearly, he's messing it up down here for y'all people, Lord. Just saying. But it is sad to hear about D'Angelo because y'all know we love us some D'Angelo. How does it feel? Tell me how it feels. Yeah. Cruising. Untitled. As a matter of voodoo, just everything about D'Angelo was just amazing. And me personally, I remember getting my behind toe out the frame by my mama one time when I was younger, and the Untitled music video came on. And as you know, D'Angelo with that fine physique he had. It just stopped, just like the frame y'all see of me. It stopped right here, y'all. I went to the TV and I tried to look down to see if I can see more. My mama thought I was being fast. I got my behind toe up, but it was definitely worth it. Even though I didn't see anything, I imagined it. It was great. It was very great. But it was so sad to hear about D'Angelo's passing, and that he has a son with Angie Stone, who actually recently passed away this year as well. So just keep their son lifted up in prayer, because I can't even imagine that him just not having both of his parents, losing them both in the same year. I can't even imagine. So y'all keep him lifted in prayer. Rest in peace, D'Angelo, and rest in peace, Angie Stone. And we move on. Okay, so now we about to talk about them people over there. Right? So it's this thing going on called the Purple Revolution, and the Purple Revolution is when the left side and the right side come together to make the place a better place, or whatever the case may be. The Trump supporters who don't want to support him anymore, they want to have some type of truce with the people that did not support Trump, did not vote for Trump, right? And the people who did not vote for Trump, they have a problem with that, because they're like, okay, what makes y'all think we want to come together to have any type of equality, which after y'all did us dirty? And you got black people saying, hell no, we're not doing that, because all these years we just wanted y'all to treat us right. Now that things are not working out in your favor, you need the help from the black people. You need help from the ones that had this shit built on their backs to make you feel more comfortable, or for us to do your dirty work. No. They want the help of women. They want the help of just about everybody. And it's just, no, it's a lot. So that's what the Purple Revolution is. It hasn't gotten a lot of talk time. I haven't heard about it a lot in the news. But being that I've seen it on TikTok, I'm like, you know what? I think this can potentially be something. But I feel like, just like the left wing and the right wing, I feel like these two parties with different opinions, it's going to be hard to come to a truce because of their sole beliefs, So, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. And next we have the No Kings protest that took place this past week. And with the No Kings protest, it's basically a whole bunch of people that came together in different cities who all, again, are over Trump. And they basically was just like, this is not a dictatorship, bro. Get it together. And it was surprisingly a lot of people who are just so over his shit that came together to let him know, like, dude, you not it. You never was. Stop while you're ahead. Because, y'all, I don't know. Like, it's getting crazy out here. Like, all the people that I saw from the videos. It was a beautiful thing to see, you know, but I just hate that it took this long for people to kind of open their eyes and realize, like, if we all, like, stand for something, it's absolutely nothing that they could tell you. So, yeah, shout out to the people that took part in the No Kings protests. But what comes with that is Trump's AI video that he made about the No Kings protest. And before I get into that, roll the clip. We're gonna stop it right there. Y'all, I feel like we're living in some type of nightmare that we all just can't wake up from. Because somebody get they mans, bro. Like, you, out of all the things that you could be doing as the president of the United States, out of all the things that all the documents that you need to be signing, all the hands that you need to be shaking, or hell, all the money that you can be giving the people back in your backyard, you know, trying to help us, your people. You are somewhere in your bed, rubbing your feet together, making this AI video of you literally throwing or having shit fall on people from the little thing that you're flying. The people that don't agree with you. They don't agree in anything that you stand for. Even though this is freedom of speech, though. This is freedom of speech, the people that are doing the protests. Instead of you being the president of the United States and acknowledging these No Kings protests in a positive way, because that's literally your job, you take it to the internet with an AI video of you shitting on these people. Is decorum in the room with us? Is couth in the room with us? This has literally... I saw that video and I feel like I just had the blankest face just looking at it. Like, at this point, nothing this man does surprises it just don't surprise me. It don't surprise me. And it's just like, my God, this is what y'all wanted. This is the president. This is who y'all wanted. Aren't you embarrassed? Because I'm literally embarrassed. These other countries are literally embarrassed for us. They are laughing at us, y'all. It used to be a point where people would love to come to America. America, oh, we get down with America. But they don't even want to come to America no more. They are pulling their money out of the stocks in America. And people here who are trading are losing their money. Thousands, millions, and billions. They are losing their money because people from other countries are pulling their money out of our stocks here in the United States because of this orange man that's shitting on people in his AI video. But I digress. Get y'all mans. God, I know I said it before, but if you can just by chance come and get that Donald, get that D, and maybe give us back Diane Keaton and D'Angelo. Because Donald, I don't know what. I'm gonna leave it alone. I am in no room to judge people, but God, but we move on. All right, y'all. So y'all know Miss Lady, Miss Ma'am, Miss Mrs. She has been somebody who I've been talking about on my podcast for like at least the past 2 episodes. But your girl NickiMinaj, y'all, she is unhinged. She is literally unhinged. Like I don't understand. So she took it to Instagram saying that her American Express had charges that she did not approve of. And, you know, she was screenshotting the amounts that were, I guess, stolen from her American Express. And she was saying that she didn't approve of this purchase, that purchase. And she was saying that people had the information to her card and she didn't even know. So, my thing is, You literally just prove Cardi B right. And that's one thing that I will never do. I would never give a op the satisfaction of ever being right about anything that I got going on. I don't give a damn if it's true. I don't give a damn if you are point on, spot on, if you are on point about anything. You will never have the satisfaction about being right about me if you're an op. You literally took it to the internet and told these people. You told Cardi because she on the same internet. Y'all both on Beyonce's internet. And you literally sat there and said, yeah, somebody has been taking my money and without my permission. Look at these amounts, y'all. As if we can do anything about it. What the hell are we supposed to do? Girl, one of those transactions is more than I got in my goddamn account. And that's why I'm just like, she gotta learn. She's literally turning into a Kanye West. She gotta learn. Like, what are we supposed to do besides listen to your music, girl? And call you a crackhead? What you need, go see the lady. Go see the lady. Go. So, she was also saying that she, with the transactions and how people had different had her information and she didn't even approve of it. But my thing is, as far as American Express, the American Express card holder, has to approve the person to be an authorized user. As an American Express holder myself, I know that if you want to have somebody on your account, you have to approve that access. So, baby, maybe you do know who has been using this card and taking your money. Maybe his name rhymes with Bennett Letty. But who am I? I'm just saying, like, maybe she was right. Maybe he do sedate you and use your card, your money, and go do what he gotta do. But it's all allegedly, because I ain't trying to get sued. I mean, I know my podcast ain't as big yet, but it will be, and allegedly, So I'm gonna go ahead and say that, but I'm gonna just say, Nicki, do better. We love you, and we hate to see you go down this Kanye route. Do better, please, for us, for the ones that was there from the beginning, itty bitty piggy. I don't care what you haters say, and I'm getting paid. We was back there getting on YouTube on a family computer, getting on YouTube listening to your music, girl. So do better for us. Not these I ain't even a bar, but not these new ones that's listening to your music. Get better for us. The older ones that understand you. But anyway, so, as y'all know, she said that she was coming out with her album on March 27, 2026. She went on and said on Twitter that, I'm not coming out with my album anymore. I hope you happy. And tagged Jay-Z. I don't understand this toddler-like behavior. I don't understand. And then it's just like, have we not, understood that Jay-Z is the type of person, you can tag him, talk about him like a dog. Baby, if it ain't making him no money, it ain't making sense. So you sitting there arguing with yourself, because he's not going to respond unless it's a lawsuit that he most likely will win. Because you said he didn't give you, $200 million? I haven't seen a lawsuit yet about it. What are you doing? I don't give a damn if somebody took $200 from me. If they don't give it back, we go on to petty court. We're going to petty court. You're going to give me my money. Because it's not about the money. It's about the principle. And if you think you could take from me, you're giving other people the right to feel like they can take from me. And I won't do that. So I feel like as an adult, we probably can't throw hands like we used to. I still can. We probably can't throw hands like we used to because we got things going on, children and everything, but I will take it to court. And that's what you need to do. If he took this money, if he took alleged money from you, you need to be taking it to court and leaving us alone on Twitter, because we ain't got 200 million to give you at all. I got $2 for you, baby, but 200 million is insane. I can't do nothing but pray for you. So, okay. Then she came back and said, you know what, Barbs, I am going to drop the album. Okay. Which one is it, Nicki? Because I'm confused. Should we just wait until next year in March and just see on that day if you just decide to drop it or not? Because this is not great marketing. This is not good marketing. This is not okay marketing. What are you doing? What are you doing? Who's on your team that's telling you that this is okay? Because it's really not. It's really not. I need you, if the album is not finished yet, if it is, I still need you to go and tweak it a little bit because there's always room for improvement. You need to be doing that and working on this rollout. You need to be getting with your team and trying to figure out how you, Nicki Minaj, who is a legend, and before you try to freaking diminish your own light, your own legacy, you need to figure out how you can be a better person and then become that girl again. Because right now you got some people that's on the fence about you, and that's not okay. So you need to figure out what you're going to do. We need better marketing. We need better material, because you can't sit here and bully people on the internet and do this and do that and turn around and then want your album to sell the way it is. It probably would, honestly. The bars go crazy for you. But what about the ones that's like, we may not be Barbs, but we support you a lot. We support you. So again, get it together, Nikki. I want to see you go down that route. Okay? Okay. And we move on. So next, we are going to, y'all, this next one here, Brian McKnight. He has a video on a case that went to trial, I believe. Well, it went to court. I don't know about trial. It went to court. But he uploads a video saying that basically he won the case against his baby mother. And he uploaded that video on the same day as his late son's Nico's birthday, who passed away from cancer last year.
It's been a long journey getting to this day, October 16th, 2025, but we are here in the English countryside, about an hour and a half outside of London, and the verdict is in. We've been quiet, listening to liars continue to lie and keeping to ourselves, living and loving our life, as we said, leaving everything in God's hands and letting our lawyer do the talking. But according to the courts, trying to ruin my name and trying to bring harm to my family in a book filled with lies equals $8.8 million. And this is just the beginning, because anyone and everyone that helped promote these lies will hear from my lawyer in the days to come. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Now, from my voicemail is the voice of a liar.
Do not text Nico again. Do not call Nico again. Leilani.
Now, Brian McKnight is a different type of fellow. He is somebody who I believe does not like being black. Even though your last name got Knight in it, which is dark. And I don't think you want to be Brian McWhite. That's how I see it. Brian McBeige. You don't want to be Brian McKnight. Because you had a whole family that came from a black woman, and you don't claim any of those children. However, you get with this lady of the mixed race, of another race, and you named a son that you had with her Brian McKnight Jr., even though you have a Brian McKnight Jr. already. But because you said that you disclaimed them in 2019 because they said they lied and said that you didn't do anything for them, how are you going to sit there and tell them kids how they feel? Maybe you didn't do anything for them. Maybe you thought you did, but you didn't do enough. When it comes to children, you got to do 110, 20, 30%. You got to give it all for the children that you love. These are the children that you helped create, and you are literally giving them your ass to kiss. But you know what? That's between you and God, baby. But I do think it's messed up how you sat there and uploaded that video on the birthday, the first heavenly birthday of your son who passed from cancer. That's so messed up. That's so messed up. But you know what, Brian McWhite, all I can do is pray for you, baby, because I am not in the business to judge. Your music still hit, but from what I hear, you're not getting booked like that. Allegedly. I'm just saying. Allegedly, you're not getting booked like that. Is it because how you expect to be blessed when you're moving in mess? Ooh. How do you expect to be blessed when you're moving in mess, Brian McWhite? How do you think this is going to affect your children of your new family? Knowing that one day they're going to grow up and find out that they have black brothers. They have a whole different side that's black. that you try to keep them from because you disowned them. Are you going to do that to this family too? You're going to find something better, a new lady? And if your kid, from the lady here, Leilani, I believe her name is, if your kid doesn't like something that you did or has an opinion that you don't agree with, are you going to disown them too? Because I would hate for this to be a pattern, sir. What the hell? But get it together, Brian McKnight. I hate this for you, bro. But we move on. The 1965 Voters' Right Act is being or trying to be revoked by the Republicans, and as we all know, that was a law passed to prohibit racial discrimination when it comes to voting, and they're trying to take that away. And y'all know what side is trying to take that away. They're saying, okay, it's been here long enough. It's time that we take that back. What? Why do y'all want racism so bad? What is it about racism that just makes your pecker hard? Like, what is it? Like, oh my God, that monkey over there. Look at that monkey. Oh, I want to call her a monkey so bad it makes my dick hard. Like, what is it? Like, really, what is it? Because it's just like, I know white boys, right? I mean, pale white boys, proud white boys, that if they come across a black girl, something that they never been with, because they usually be with the no lip, flat ass white girls, right? They come across something that's different, something that's exotic to them, and they don't know how to act. They want that so bad because it's exotic. So my thing is, if you come across a race that is so beautiful, and you know it's beautiful, you just don't agree with it because that's learned behavior. Why do you hate it so bad? Instead of just learning them, getting to know them, you just want to hate. Hate, hate, hate. What the fuck? Or the Indians or the Asians. You don't like, everything is so, oh, it's only because DEI, y'all got ahead. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe you wasn't smart enough, Josh, to get in fucking Columbia University. But maybe Deontay was smart as hell. But because you are so privileged with your white ass, you think that it's supposed to be you and just you. No. Why not give somebody who got a higher GPA the chance to get in? But why? Because the color of his skin? You see how it ain't right? Oh my God. So yeah, they trying to take that right away from us. So I think that if I'm gonna be stripped of my voters' rights, I'm not paying taxes. Why am I paying y'all my money, my hard-earned money, just for y'all to turn around and say, oh, Jada's vote? Fuck that, we're not using it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. So I refuse to sit here and continuously fund a government that don't give a rat's ass crack about me. That's all I'm saying. So if my vote is redacted or if my vote ain't right, I'ma say goodnight. You ain't getting no money out of me, bitch. Hate to tell you. I don't hate it, but you know what I mean. Hell wrong with y'all. But we move on. Okay, y'all. So, Marvin Winans is going viral for being distasteful as he's receiving money for a new building from one of his members. I have a lot to say about this. Before I do, roll the clip.
Roberta McCoy, giving faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
I'm gonna stop it right there. What the fuck? What was that? And you know what? As somebody that literally grew up in the church, I have so many things and so many reasons why it's so hard for me to find a church home. Because I just feel like instead of you saying thank you, instead of you saying praise God, we appreciate your donation, you get upset because she didn't give you $2,000 of her hard-earned money, right? She only gave you $1,000 $1,235. Comma, one comma, right? So that's over $1,000. Do you know how much $1,000 is in this here economy? This here economy. And you know what? I just can't get behind that because I feel like these preachers, these pastors, these Christians, they've become entirely too much for my liking, right? Because me personally, I wouldn't gave you shit. Zilch, zippo, nothing. I came here to get a word from God so I can go home, cook my Sunday dinner, go on about my business, and try to be a better person so I can be closer to God, right? So this lady give you $1,235 with her son or grandson on the side of her so he can see when you know, what happens when you bless others, blessings will come back to you. But from my understanding and from what I saw, it just looked like he gave you the check and you said, this ain't enough. I would have snatched my check back. I would have took the fingerprints off that man, the way I would have snatched my check back. And I would have left because I ain't got nothing to say to you after that. That is nasty. That is distasteful. And it's just like, how do you expect to be blessed, sir? This is your building to your church. Where's your funds? Oh, I know. Y'all don't know how to keep people in the church. All Christians, or most Christians, excuse me, all they feel like they got to do is judge. Because that's not your job, first of all. That's God's job to judge. It's not your job. But we seem to get a lot of judgment from the Christians and from the pastors. And when that happens, you drive away people that just want to have a relationship with God. You drive them away. Now you don't have enough people in your church to keep the lights on or keep this going or keep that going because it said that this building was trying to be built in 2002. 2002? That building paid for, baby. What you doing with them funds? What you doing with that money? Let us know. But you know what? God bless her. God bless her, because she said that she was going to do her best to come up with the other portion of the money, baby. I wouldn't be giving him shit. Nothing. But my ass the kids when I will turn around and walk out that damn church. Because, and you know what? That's why I'm going to continue watching my sermons for free online. I can get my word, go on about my business. Shout out to you, Pastor Mike Jr. That's my pastor right there. I love him. I love that man. But y'all making it hard for people to come into the church to have a relationship with God. Y'all are, because you come with this mentality of somebody owes you. Oh, I'm your pastor, so give me money. You got people that got to figure out if they going to put gas in their car or buy groceries for the week. You got people trying to figure out where the next check coming from for them to pay their rent because jobs are so insecure. You got people trying to figure out how they going to cook dinner next month for Thanksgiving because the federal government, I know the government shut down. They're shutting off SNAP, EBT. So the people that was getting EBT, they not getting that for November. So you got people with real problems that want to come to church to get a word from God. They want to feel like they can just touch the hem of his garment, right? That's all. And you being the pastor saying, hey, thank you. No, this is your $1,235 donation. I ain't asked you for this. I asked you for $2,000. Okay. So I just feel like people are not grateful these days. And I got a problem with that. But you know what? It made me mad watching that video. But more power to her. God bless her. God bless her. And God, I pray for Marvin Winans. Because, hell no. Not me and my funds. That's all I got to say. But anyway. So, y'all. I'm trying to figure out. Because usually I make my episodes very early. But today I just didn't feel like it. So I was like, this is what I got. This is what I got. This is how I'm going to come. And I'm okay with that. And we're going to continue this week. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be a beautiful week. And I hope that everybody has a beautiful week as well. If you are listening to this in your car, or if you're watching this, I'm sorry, y'all. It's just a bad hair day. So sorry. But if you're watching this in your car, listening to this in your car, watching this on YouTube or wherever you get your podcast from. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like about it, what you don't like about it. I'm always down for feedback. I appreciate you so much. And again, this is Coffee Not Tea, where it's conversation, not gossip. So sip on this. Bye.
Don't you know what you feel, baby, undress you.